guys, so today I wanted to do an updated version of a video I did a really long time ago, probably 3 or 4 years ago, and you guys really seemed to liked it. Wow, you guys really seemed to like it. This is an updated version of the best mascaras for short, straight lashes. I have a lot of mascara reviews on my channel, and all of these I do have a full review on, so if you are interested in one based on this video, you can go and check out the full review, which I will leave all linked below. All of these are semi-affordable, I would say. I think all of them are cruelty-free. One might not be, but I'm just not sure, so I will talk about that when I get to it. Before we get into it, my lashes, I feel like I need to tell you how they really are so that you can kind of compare to what you need. So my lashes are very, very short. They're very straight as well. They are healthier now. I've been using a lash tonic, a lash serum, which I have a whole video about, so I'll link that below too. But pretty much I want length and curl. Those are my two main things, and I always need waterproof. All of these mascaras are either waterproof or water resistant. I really, really need waterproof mascara. If you don't like waterproof mascara, just pass on by this video. But if I don't have a waterproof mascara, my lashes will just fall. Like the curl will just fall. I need a drier formula. Something wet and heavy tends to just pull them down. I have 5 mascaras here today, and I'm very excited to share them with you. I also have a waterproof makeup remover that I wanted to recommend to you guys in case you do want to try out any of these mascaras, because this is one that I find works super well with all of them. We're gonna get into it. I don't have like a number 1 to number 5 like rating system. I like them all equally, but for different reasons, and like I use them in different occasions. Okay, so one of these is from Wet n Wild, which is very exciting, which means that it's under $5. Awesome. Wet n Wild Max Volume Plus. Looks like this in this crazy pink packaging. There's only 2 here that have a plastic bristle brush, and this is one of them. It's kind of like a cone-shaped wand, has shorter bristles in the front and longer in the back, which isn't normally my go-to kind of mascara. I like something that has a curved traditional brush, but this one I just found it really, really worked. I am going to put in pictures of me wearing all of these from my specific review videos so you can kind of see the difference. At the end I'll try to put all 5 so you can compare. I don't know if that'll work, we'll see. But I really like this. It is the cheapest, so if you're on a budget, I would highly recommend this. It really holds the curl and it is very voluminous. I do think it has a bit of flaking, although I am very prone to flakes and smudges underneath my eyes. This didn't smudge, but it did by the end of the day have a couple little tiny flakes that kind of just wipe away easy with a brush. But this one's really great. I would say out of all of them, it might actually give the most volume. It might not. It depends obviously on every person, but it builds really nicely and it does not clump up, which is something I really do like about rubber bristle brushes rather than traditional. They're very good at defining the lashes, but it's not like the most wow one on this list, I'll say that. I think most people would like it. It's a very, very good mascara. I think if you aren't too picky but you do have short, straight lashes, this will be a good one, and this is the waterproof one, of course, as I said. Next up, we will go into Urban Decay. Urban Decay, this is also a cruelty-free product. This one I did in, I reviewed in the same video as that one. I did like 4 cruelty-free mascaras pinned against each other, and these were the top 2. I actually like this one more than the Wet n Wild one, although in that video I liked the Wet n Wild one more. I actually think what happened was that the Wet n Wild one is great in the beginning for like the first 3 weeks, and then it starts to kind of get like weird and it doesn't perform as well as you want. I think the Urban Decay one is the opposite. In the beginning it's not as good, and then once you have worn it for maybe 2 weeks and it's been open, it dries up a little and is even better. I like them both, but you can see that different reasoning behind it. I really like this one. It's a very straightforward mascara. This is the Urban Decay Cannonball Ultra Waterproof Mascara. Now, even though it is ultra waterproof, it's one of the easiest on this list to remove. I'd say Wet n Wild was pretty easy to remove, but this one's very easy to remove, but it stays. It does not flake, it does not smudge, and it probably gives a decent amount of volume, and I think it really fans out the lashes. That's something I really like about this one. My lashes are very odd in the way that they grow kind of in the middle, like in the middle of my eye, in the inner corner. I don't have any lashes, and some of these mascaras will give me a lot of length, but it kind of goes straight length, but this goes kind of like fanned out more. That's one reason I really like this one, and it really, really stays put. Now, this mascara has a very simple tube, nothing crazy. I think it's $20, and it has a very basic kind of go-to brush. It's a straight traditional wand brush, kind of spiralized, nothing kind of crazy or out of ordinary, but it really does give a lot of length. It builds super, super nicely. It's a nice small brush too. I think that if you like just like a basic mascara, you're gonna like this one, but it does hold the curl and it does give you some volume and length and kind of a balance of all 3 of those things. Next is the most recent one I reviewed on my channel, which is from DHC. Now, this is a Japanese brand. I don't know if it is cruelty-free. I could not get a straight answer. I tried to look online and maybe you can do a better job than me, but when I was researching this, I thought it was cruelty-free, but then I saw some place that it wasn't, so I really am not sure. But I do really like this mascara. I really like the packaging. It is called the Super Long Mascara X Perfect Pro Makeup. This is definitely going to give you more length than anything else. It's not going to give you too much volume, and it does hold a curl, but not as long as all the other ones I'm mentioning today. This does not hold a curl for more than, I want to say, 6 hours for me, but I love the brush. Like, this brush is probably my favorite out of all of them. It is a traditional wand brush, very similar to the one from Urban Decay, but it has a tiny bit of a curve to it, and I just love brushes that have a curve. I just love it. Don't know what else to tell you. Just love a curved brush. I feel like it's so much easier to get into every corner, and I feel like it really helps not make a mess too, because it really just kind of conforms to the eye shape. I really love this. It doesn't clump up. It doesn't smudge. It does flake a tiny bit, for me anyway. I really like this, and it definitely gives the most length, I want to say, out of all of these, but it is more of my everyday mascara. If I'm running to the store, if I'm, maybe filming one quick video and I'm not too concerned about it lasting really long, this will be my go-to. It's easy to remove, and it just isn't, it doesn't bother me. It's super convenient. It's just like a no fuss kind of mascara. It's also very easy to remove, and it's just easiest and fastest to apply, I'll say that. And that one is probably the most expensive. I think that's $24. And then next we have two from the drugstore, which is from COVERGIRL, which are both cruelty-free, which is very exciting. They're both very good, and both very good for different reasons, I want to say. And I have a full review on both of them. The first one, which is one I'm wearing today actually, which I haven't worn in a while, and it's still super good, is the COVERGIRL Supersizer Big Curl Waterproof. So the Supersizer mascara is something I think a lot of people either really like or really hate. It has a really weird brush. This is the big curl version of that. So this is a very big mascara. This brush is humongous, and it is very messy. It is a bit of a hassle. So this is not something I will use every day. This is something when I really want my lashes to look really good, hold the curl, and stand up straight. Like, that is what I want from this mascara, and that's what I get from this mascara. So the brush is plastic bristle. This brush is humongous. It's about the size of my eyeball, and it is curved and has pretty much equal sized plastic bristles all around, and it does not clump up at all. It really is buildable. You can go back in with layer after layer, but this is a nightmare to remove. Now, the waterproof makeup remover I'm going to share with you does remove it, but it's not as easy as the last three I mentioned. Those three are definitely the easiest to remove. I do find COVERGIRL mascaras, when they're waterproof, are so hard to remove. Definitely harder than Maybelline or any of the other brands, but they are the only cruelty-free brand that's like a name brand at the drugstore, like a big one. But I really like this. Like I said, I'm wearing it today, and I just feel like it's really black. It's one of the blackest here, and I feel like it's the most noticeable, most dramatic. Like I said, though, the big brush does make it kind of hard to get into the inner corner, because my lashes do kind of go straight up and I don't have any lashes in the inner corner. It can kind of miss those and make it look just like my lashes are kind of in this little section. But I do really like this mascara. It is a little bit hard to get on the lower lash line because it is such a big wand, but it is very good. I don't even think that the original Supersizer has anything to do with this. Maybe the formula, but the brush really makes this one. Okay, and last but not least, I don't want to say this is my favorite, but out of all my reviews of all these, when I went back and watched all my reviews of these, this one, my lashes looked the best. And to this day, my lashes look the best with this. I feel like this formula is so lightweight. This is the COVERGIRL Exhibitionist Waterproof Mascara. I like the very simple silver packaging. Now, this is the kind of brush that is in the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. This is the kind of brush that is in the Too Faced Better Than Sex. I don't like Too Faced Better Than Sex. Just putting that out there, I think it's way too heavy for my lashes. I've even tried the waterproof one. I do like L'Oreal Lash Paradise, but L'Oreal is not cruelty-free. COVERGIRL is. Now, this brush is an hourglass, traditional bristle, very packed brush. You do kind of have to wipe off a little bit of excess product. The wand is a really decent size. It's a little bit big, but not too big, because it has the hourglass shape. It is kind of curved, so it does not get very messy. It is also, because it's bigger on both ends, you'd think it'd be harder to get into the inner corner, but in my opinion it's not. This one just really somehow spreads out your lashes, fans them out, builds up volume and length very equally, just kind of like makes your lashes look the best they can look. This is the one I use if I know I need my makeup to last. I want my lashes to hold a curl, I want them to last, I want them to look great for 12 hours. It will not flake, it will not smudge, and it just looks so good, and it builds up very quickly. It's quite buildable, but once it really dries, because the bristles are so soft, it's kind of hard to get back in there without clumping up. So you do kind of have to work a little bit fast with this mascara, but boy oh boy, will it hold the curl and will it be voluminous and lengthening. I do really like this. Like, this is the one that I will take my time and really work on and everything when I really want it to last. But again, because this is CoverGirl and waterproof, it is a little bit harder to remove. But those are the top mascaras, I think, for short straight lashes. I'm a very picky lash person, mascara person. Now, before I get into the makeup remover, I did want to mention what eyelash curler I use, because honestly, if you have trouble with straight lashes and you don't use an eyelash curler, I can't help you. I've tried heated lash curlers, I've tried those weird shaped ones that kind of like come at you. I tried a lot of lash curlers, and this one has been the best for me. This is from Hansen. It was around $7 on Amazon. I don't see it on Amazon anymore, but I have seen it at Harmon. I've seen it at Bed Bath & Beyond. It looks like this. Nothing really crazy. I really like how cushiony and like rubbery the pad in here is. It just hugs your lashes without being too soft. Some of these are not rubbery and they're just kind of like a weird soft foam, and I don't think those are good. Those kind of give you a crimped lash, like a bend. This one, because it is very rubbery, I feel like it gives you that soft curl that you really want. I do curl my lashes for about 15 seconds, if not more. The longer I curl them for, the longer the curl seems to last, because if you have hard to curl lashes like me, I'm going to share this with you. A lot of people, when you see people doing their makeup online, curl both lashes and then go in with mascara. No. If you're anything like me, don't do that. Why would you do that? No. I curl this eye, put the mascara on, curl this eye, put the mascara on. That's the only way to get my lashes to stay. Like, honestly, if I curled these lashes before mascara and put my curler down and opened my mascara and put it on, the curl could have already fallen. That's how straight my lashes are. I definitely recommend curling for at least 15 seconds. I don't move you have to move this around, you have to keep pumping it. In my opinion, I just do it right close to the root, hold, and just hold it for 15 seconds. That's the most effective way in my opinion. And I already have my mascara open when I'm doing this, so it's not open where like the wand is sitting out drying out, but I will have it unscrewed at least, just so as soon as I'm done curling, I can just pop this out and put it on, and the curl is there. Make sure you're cleaning your lash curler too, we're gonna yank your lashes out. Now, this is the makeup remover that I love. I did a review on this with my Glossier video, and it is the Glossier Milky Oil. Yes, I do work with Glossier. I am a rep. I make commission if you use my link. So you don't have to use it if you don't want. It is below if you want to use my link. I make a small commission. It helps me out because I broke. But this is a fantastic makeup remover. A, you get a lot of product in here. B, I've been using this for almost 2 months, and look how much it went down. Barely any. You don't need much of this. You just pop a little bit on a cotton pad, hold it there for about 10 seconds, and wipe off, and you're almost completely gone. You may have to go in with extra wipe where like things get moved around, but it is very effective. It doesn't irritate my eyes at all. That's another thing I wanted to say. All of these mascaras do not irritate my eyes. I have very sensitive eyes that are itchy and burn from a lot of product. None of these do that. Neither does this. This does not leave any kind of oily residue, but it is oily enough to remove everything. And this container is amazing. You don't waste any product because it's not a big opening. You unscrew this and it's like a little tiny spout. You just squeeze it onto a cotton pad and you're good to go. But that's it for this video. Like I said, I will link all of the specific reviews for these products down below so that you can get some more insight into them. You can also ask me any questions down below. I will have all of these linked down below too, so you can buy them super easily. I hope this was helpful for you guys. I really want to help those that have short straight lashes like me, because it is a problem. Like, I've spent so many hours on hours looking for not waterproof mascara that holds a curl, and you know, I've looked at Roller Lash and the ones that say like curl on them, and they just don't work. And I feel like a lot of finding a mascara that works for you is just trial and error, and these are the ones that I tried and worked. If you have more recommendations, feel free to leave them down below for anyone else. All the ones I do want to say in that original video I still do love. I just haven't used them because they aren't cruelty free. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to see more from me, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.